are cities that, when you say their name, the entire world knows exactly what you are talking about. They need no context, no explanation, no description of where they sit on the map. New York is one of those cities, perhaps the most powerful of all. The city that for more than a century has worked as a magnet for everything the world has that is most ambitious, most creative, most audacious, and most diverse. The city where all roads cross and where every corner has a story to tell. And in the summer of 2026, New York is also going to be the capital of world football. Because MetLife Stadium, that giant of 82,000 seats located in East Rutherford in the state of New Jersey, just 20 minutes from the heart of Manhattan, will be the stage for the 2026 World Cup final on July 19th. For this tournament, FIFA temporarily renames it the New York-New Jersey Stadium, as it does with all host stadiums to comply with its commercial policies. But those of us who live football know that stadiums have a soul beyond names, and the soul of that stadium on July 19th, 2026, is going to be completely World Cup. MetLife is one of the largest stadiums in the United States. It is shared by the New York Giants and the New York Jets, the two American football teams of the region, and for decades it has been the stage for the most important sporting events in the northeast of the country. For the World Cup, natural grass specially grown on New Jersey farms was installed, the irrigation system was renovated, and every corner of the stadium was prepared to receive the entire planet. And which matches are played there? The short answer is the most important ones of the tournament. New York hosts matches from the group stage through to the grand final, making it the venue with the greatest emotional weight and the greatest relevance of the entire tournament. In the group stage, the stadium receives high-voltage encounters with world-class national teams. Among the confirmed matches are Netherlands versus Japan from Group F, England versus Croatia, also from Group F, Argentina versus Austria from Group J, and Jordan versus Argentina, another Group J encounter that promises to be one of the most electrifying of the first round. But what everyone has marked in their calendar is July 19th, the final. The most important match in world football, played in the largest stadium in the northeastern United States, in the most famous city in the world. There is no bigger stage than that. Now, going to football in New York has its logistical particularities that are worth knowing before you arrive. MetLife Stadium is not in Manhattan, but in East Rutherford, in New Jersey, on the other side of the Hudson River. The good news is that public transport access is very efficient. NJ Transit has direct trains from Penn Station, in the heart of Manhattan, to Meadowlands Station, which is steps from the stadium. The journey takes about 30 minutes and is the most comfortable and cheapest option for getting there. On match days, trains leave frequently from Penn Station, and the system is used to handling massive events because it already does so several times a year with American football games. If you prefer to go by car, there is parking at the stadium, but traffic on event days can be significant, so the train is almost always the better option. For accommodation, New York has options for all budgets and all tastes, though it is worth booking well in advance during the World Cup period because the city is going to be full. If you want to be close to the action and the World Cup energy, the neighborhoods of Midtown Manhattan and Hell's Kitchen are the most central and best connected to Penn Station for getting to the stadium. There you will find everything from luxury hotels on Fifth Avenue to more economical options in the streets of the 40s. If your budget is tighter, the neighborhoods of Brooklyn, especially Williamsburg and Dumbo, offer more affordable options with very good connections to the city center. Queens, the most multicultural neighborhood in New York and in the world, also has good options, and the additional advantage of being full of restaurants from every cuisine on the planet, which in a World Cup where supporters from 48 countries will be sharing the city has its own special logic. And when there is no match, New York has more to offer you than any other city in the world. We could do an entire episode just with the entertainment, culture, and gastronomy options of that city and still fall short. But here are the essentials. Central Park is the green lung of Manhattan and one of the most beautiful public spaces in the world. 840 acres in the center of the island, with lakes, bridges, open-air theatres, running paths, and quiet corners, where you can sit and recover your energy between matches. In summer, Central Park is especially magical because the entire city seems to move there on weekends. The High Line is an elevated park built on the tracks of an old freight train on the west side of Manhattan. One of the most successful urban renewal projects in the world, with art, gardens, and extraordinary views of the Hudson River and the city. It is free, open all day, and is one of those places where you understand why New York is New York. New York's museums are among the best in the world. The Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, is one of the largest and richest in collections on the entire planet. MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art, has the best collection of contemporary art in the Western world. The Museum of Natural History, with its blue whale hanging from the ceiling and its dinosaur exhibitions, is essential if you are traveling with family. For food, New York is an unmatched city. In Queens, the Jackson Heights neighborhood is a kind of gastronomic world tour in a few blocks. Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, Mexican, Colombian food, all in the same neighborhood and at prices that will not break the budget. In Manhattan, Chelsea Market is a destination in itself, with dozens of food stalls from every cuisine in the world under one roof in a converted industrial building that is also a work of architecture. And if you want to see the Manhattan skyline from the water, the Staten Island Ferry is free and gives you one of the best views of the city that exist. It leaves from the southern tip of Manhattan, crosses the bay in front of the Statue of Liberty, and arrives at Staten Island. The round trip takes less than an hour and is completely free. It is one of the best-kept secrets of travelers who already know New York. In summary, if you are going to one match at the 2026 World Cup, make it in New York. And if you can go to the final, you are about to live one of the greatest moments in the history of sport.